Finally, Father's Day is just around the corner. And I know you have a sweet baby girl. Like, she's so sweet. Yeah. Tell us what fatherhood means to you.
It means everything to me. It has actually changed me from that little boy to know that you have another human being you're taking care of. Because of her, I'm able to take certain decisions. I always picture her listening to my songs with her friends. What will be the outcome? Will she be proud of the records that I'm making? So some of these things guide me in even putting lyrics together. You understand? She's my love. Her birthday is in 2 days. You know, so...
Wish her.
Her name is Minnesota.
Yeah?
So to Minnesota, Coco, if you see me today, if you're watching this so many years after, just know that Daddy loves you. And I can't wait for you to come and grow and join me in this space. Love you.
We love you. Thank you.
Peace out.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Now, Father's Day is just around the corner. Okay. I'd like to ask you this one question. Do you have a child?
Yes.
So now tell me, what does fatherhood make you feel like? What does it mean to you to be a father?
Charlie, it's a blessing. Kids are blessings.
Right?
Yeah,
how many kids do you have?
Kids are blessing. I won't go into that too much. But
Okay, let's not go there.
But kids are blessings, and I think being a father is also a blessing. They say and your bema beyond it's me a father. Everyone can be maybe a dad, but it takes so much to be a father.
Yeah, to be responsible.
To be responsible. You see, so I think it's a blessing to be a father. If you know how it feels, you know it's a blessing. Mm-hmm. So I would say happy Father's Day to every responsible father. And my father is not around. My father, rest in peace to my dad. I wish everyone happy Father's Day. Yeah.
Yo, Charlie, what they go on? You are welcome back to the channel. Yes, if you are new to this very channel, you know what go on. Yes, anything that has to do with updating you, yes, on this platform, we got you covered. So if you are new to this very channel, you know what to do. Make sure that you are going to subscribe. You are going to like the video, drop a comment in the comment section as well. Today, I am very honored. In fact, I feel so honored to be in the presence of a legend. I have here with me, as you can see. Okay, Oshani Kwame said, I greet you.
Charlie, what's up? I love your voice.
Thank you so much.
You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right, so that's Father's Day. Father's Day is right around the corner, and today I had to speak to this man here because he has led an exemplary life when it comes to a celeb. That's also a father. So I think it's imperative that we have this conversation with him in this world. So, how does being a father, what does it mean to you?
Being a father?
Yeah.
It's a lot of experiences. It's a spiritual experience. It is a learning experience.
Yeah.
And then it's also an emotional experience. But, so let me talk about the emotional first. It is a big responsibility. I remember the first day my wife told me she was pregnant.
Yeah.
I hoped she wasn't. Because I was afraid. I'm like, a human being is coming into this world. Am I prepared? Am I old enough? Do I have the financial resources? Do I have the intelligence to mold a human being into a responsible man? And I had never done it before. So I was scared. I was very, very anxious. And it is not a feeling that goes away. So whilst the child is a toddler, and you can tell them to do what you want them to do and they are doing it. And then it gets to a point that currently my children are both teenagers. They are no longer children and they are also not adults.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with them? How do you guide them and guard them without necessarily overshielding them from the realities of the society?
Yeah.
That's another level of anxiety. And then it's a learning experience. It's an opportunity to really look at yourself. Because I remember that when I used to run my communications company, I used to go home stressed. And whenever I open the door, my children will run to me and say, Daddy. So I'm driving for 2 hours in traffic. I'm stressed. And then immediately they say, Daddy. Then I throw the stress away because I cannot transfer that stress to the children because they are innocent. Then I realized, it taught me that, okay, if I I cannot transfer it to the children, why was I going to transfer it to my wife? Why did I carry it to begin with?
I get that.
So it's a great opportunity to learn.
Okay.
It's also a great opportunity to relook at myself. So there was a point that my son really likes to play.
Okay.
So whenever he went for a break at school, he would go to the next class 5 minutes late. And in their school at Galaxy, if you didn't go to class 5 minutes, if you went to class 5 minutes late, parents will immediately get an email that the child is absent in class.
Okay.
So I remember that we used to fight about it a lot. And then one day I had a meeting with the then country manager for USAID. We were going to talk about climate change and investments, USAID and this, and I was late for more than 1 hour. So when I came home, I sat him down. He also came late. I told him that if he did that thing again, okay. And then when he came home, I sat him down. I said, you know what? Today I was late for a meeting myself. So me, I am not that perfect to be worrying you about this.
Okay.
And so we both promised each other that we will behave better. And from that time, he wasn't.
That's you and your son.
Me and my son.
Oh, okay.
So he gives me the opportunity to relook at myself and my daughter too.
Okay.
So it's a learning experience. Then it's a spiritual experience. It's the ability not to shout at him, the ability to be kind to the child, to love the child, to provide for the child. It gives you this God complex. It's really interesting. So it is a very interesting mix. But let me say that you are not a good parent until your children have left your home and are in the world behaving responsibly.
So let's take that again. You are not a good
parent yet. You are not a father yet. You are a daddy. Until your parent, your child or your children have learned to leave your home, go into the world and behave responsibly. Yes, that is so. I do not have the right to be called a good father. I'm not there yet. I have maybe 5 more years. We will know. Yes.
Anyway, I have this question that I've been meaning to ask, guys, especially celebs who are taking up responsibilities. How do you couple being a public figure, being out there, a public figure, and also being a father? You made mention of the fact that now your children, they are teenagers. Whatever that happens around you, they will understand, they will know. How do you see this two responsibility, like people looking up to you outside the world, and also having your children in the house also looking up to you?
Well, I just hope my children don't look up to me. To be honest, because I'm not that I'm not that much of.
But we have people outside, who are
looking
not,
up to me.
But then
because I make my own mistakes. I tell my children all the time not to look up to me. They must look within themselves to find the good within themselves and bring that out into the world. Because if my children do not beat me at morals, at ethics, at kindness, at love, at empathy, I have failed. What you say? So, and if I let them look up to me, they are going to become me, or they are going to become a subversion of me. I want them to be themselves, but I want them to be able to look into themselves. And then I tell my children all the time, no matter what age they find out that something I told them does not benefit their purpose, they should have the courage to throw it away. They should throw it away, because not everything that I'm saying that is. But to be honest, the other time I was watching an interview, and Obama's wife said that your children are not your friends. And I disagreed with her completely.
That's Michelle Obama?
Yeah, Michelle says that your children are not friends with you. I disagree. There's a point where your child is not your friend, where you are a father to your child. But when they come of age and they begin to become responsible, and they are respectful enough, it's all right for them to be your friend. And even at a point, I watch the relationship between my wife and their siblings and their parents. At this point, they are rather parenting their parents. So there's a point where your child becomes your dad. Where he is calling you, tell you, have you taken your medicine? Have you exercised? Paying for your hospital bills and things like that. So I think that when it comes to parenting, 2 key words that I use, friendly and firm. And so whether I'm a Chame Kwame or I am a superstar, or I've made money, or I'm poor, or whatever. I think this one works. I do not, even at my age, I do not separate myself as Ochame Kwame from Kwame Siapel, which is the real name.
Yeah.
I am the same on stage, the same at home, the same in the boardroom. I'm the same everywhere. And the same ethics and values that I practice in my music career are the same ethics and values that I practice home. So I don't have two faces.
Okay.
I'm just one person dealing with everybody across board.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So my last question, then I let you know. Chop the metals. My last question to you is, we have this, general conversation where people say that when it comes to the celebration of Mother's Day, the hype that it gets, it's quite higher than when it comes to the celebration of Father's Day. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I think Mother's Day should get more hype than Father's Day.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Why do you say
Mothers
that?
deserve more hype. You see, for us fathers, if we are truly a good father, and you are doing what you are supposed to do, when you die, your children will read a nice message. Okay. When you are dead. Okay. I think that should be good enough. Okay. Not like, you see, mothers do more. They carry these children for 9 months. They come there drinking their breast for 2 more years, biting them, cooking for them until they are 20-something, caring for them, swagging, giving them their brain power. I think that mothers do more for children than fathers do, even though we also take care of the children and the father from a spiritual point of view and from a professional point of view. I think the connection between children and their mothers is not, we shouldn't compete. Let me give you an example. Have you seen a cock with its children following it before?
No, it's mostly the
hen. Even the snakes, they follow the female. The lion, the children follow their mother. Okay. So it is natural for children to want to have a better relationship with their children. But that said, it is not, we should compete small in terms of, there are fathers who intentionally become absentee fathers and therefore create a certain psychological disconnection between them and their children. I think we shouldn't do that. All right. And for me, what I'm saying is that every time I'm treating my wife in a very nice way and my children are around, they respect and love me more. Okay. So if we want the children to treat us the same way they treat their mothers. We should just love and treat their mothers with kindness and respect. Then we will get maybe 1/10 of what they get. But it's natural, they should get more than us.
All right, so wrapping up with your permission, I don't know if I can involve.
Oh, yeah, you can bring him.
See, man, I will come here. So there's the question I have for you, okay? How does it feel, or yes, how is it feeling like having your father, being Ochame Kwame?
See, it's actually like a learning experience, because everybody knows that Ochame Kwame, his brain is big, man. He's very wise. So every day at home is philosophical debates and knowledge pouring into my head. As a kid, I used to find it a little annoying when we went out, like maybe we are somewhere and then the fans come, oh, Ochame, take a picture, because we are trying to go somewhere. But I've seen that it's a blessing to be born into such an amazing family with an amazing father, because I know there's people who don't have what I have. So I'm just really grateful for having the best father in the world.
So with that being said, I want you to send in a very beautiful, happy Father's Day message.
Happy Father's Day to the best father, not in Adregano, not in Sakumo, not in Ghana, not in Africa, not in the world, but in the universe. Happy Father's Day. I love you.
All right. Thank you so much.